piggies. Good morning. Look at their nose. They're dirty. They've started rooting. Good morning, piggies. Good morning. Well, they ate all their food, so that's good. They love getting in this and hiding. It's so funny. I'm really sad they're leaving on October the 2nd, and I'm going to miss them terribly. What?
Where you going October the 2nd?
Why are you listening to my conversations?
You over hollering it across the yard like it's something special.
The piggies leave October 2nd, Shane.
Oh, they should have left like September the 2nd.
I know that they're worth about $1,000 a piece, but
Yeah.
well, they've been to the vet 3 times. Their formula,
400 bags of formula.
their formula is like $80 a week. Get over there and start sawing some wood.
Hey, I done sawed.
Okay, get to work.
We got my Friday meeting.
We got things to do. Go get busy. If people join my page for the first time, they think that Shane and I are mean to each other, but it's just our humor. It's what we do to each other. But I have to show you in the daytime what I'm working on. So I'm wanting to do a cute little fall thing right here, but I'm not very great at decorating. But I wanted kids or people to be able to sit there and take a picture in front of my Snead's Farmhouse sign. Or our farm, I guess I should say. So I'm working on this. It needs some TLC, but we're getting there. I absolutely love Chick Cozy. Chick Cozy provided me automatic chicken door openers, so I don't have to kill myself coming out here at the crack of dawn to open chicken coops. They're automatically open in the morning before 7 o'clock. But they're not free ranging yet because they're behind my run door. So they're ready to be let out. I was trying to see where the peahen is. You know, I did a video yesterday about her, but she must be still in the coop. Let's go check on her. She's still in here. I'm kind of glad because I want her to know where home is. And also her friends right there, the barred rocks. So, ooh, look how dirty my chicken coop is. Imagine that. So she's doing fine. So I still have 3 coops that do not have automatic chicken door openers. So I've got to get 3 more, but I already have 1, 2, 3. The thing is with these automatic chicken door openers is they're not really good for turkeys because turkeys are large. So they haven't come up with a door big enough to get chickens and turkeys through the same door. The ducks do fine and the turkey hens do fine, but the tom, well, he'll get stuck. But I do need an automatic chicken door for this one because it would be nice if this automatically opened. In this coop that I just left, I have a duck that will not get off the nest. She's been broody for a minute and I keep stealing her eggs, and then she just goes and steals more and sits on them. So I've contacted a farm, Wyatt, let's see, I can't remember their name, Wyatt Family Farm. I saw that they had chicks for sale. So I'm going to go buy some chicks this week and give it to all 3 of these hens. She has got a gazillion eggs under her. Look, they built this beautiful nest. And once again, I mean, look at it. Let's see, she gets, see how mean? Oh, she's so mean. Let's see. Well, I probably should candle these eggs and see if they're fertile. Let's see how many eggs she has under her. Oh my goodness. Y'all are so silly. So I guess I'm gonna have to give this some chicks or check and candle and see if these eggs are fertile. There's no rooster over here, but they do free range. I can't clean out this coop until they stop. So they got wormed yesterday. Are you still need to go to the principal? Huh? It looks like you're gonna have to go to the principal today. Today I do not have tours. Well, I do, but I don't. My cousin that I have not seen in a minute is coming to my farm today at 1:30. So We have to make sure Bobby Joe's gonna be on his best behavior. But see how he's standing there? These girls are in heat, and he is a maniac. Next up are the sheep. He's gonna be in the principal's office too if he doesn't change his attitude. Because he's normally really nice, and he is to me, but sometimes he doesn't want to act nice. But that's part of having animals, and it's important for me to educate people and let them know that these are animals and they can't have a bad day. They're not nice all the time, so we have to be mindful. And when people come here, I tell the parents, my eyes are on the animals. I'm watching their demeanor. I'm watching what they're doing. I'm watching how they're responding to kids and people. So it's important for the parents to keep their eyes on the kids. Good morning, Tater Bug. It was your birthday. You're 9 months old. You're a big boy now. Look, oh goodness. You're a big boy now, Tater Bug. They got wormed. Well, I had trouble worming Georgia Lee by myself. She's a bit skittish. Oh goodness. So I had to get help worming her yesterday. Good morning, Fry. This is mommy's baby. Yes, it is. That's mommy's baby. I just love Freddie. I'm so glad I did not give up on him. You know, he turned aggressive back when he was growing up. And I just chose to have him castrated, and it totally changed him. He's so much nicer. Good morning, Shishi. I'm going to give y'all some carrots here in a little bit. Yes, I am. Shishi has lost a ton of weight from not free ranging, which is a good thing. Freddie's lost a little bit of weight too, and they needed to. If you don't know, pigs will eat anything, right? They graze on hay, they eat the cow poop, because they fish through and get the corn and stuff from me feeding the cows grain. So at the end of the day, I really don't know how much the pigs have ate throughout the day, and then I give them grain on top of that. So they were really gaining a lot of weight. And when I went to Kalmbach, which Kalmbach's in Ohio, they're who I choose for my feed. And I was able to sit down with the pig nutritionist and talk to her about the size of them. And she said, Judy, your pigs are overweight. And I was like, they are? She said, yes. They should only get 1 cup of grain a day. And that does not seem like very much for a pig, but that's all they need because they're not fast metabolizers. And just like human beings, if an animal is too overweight, they begin to have health issues. And that's the last thing I want. So I put them on a strict diet. The nutritionist told me to quit feeding them fruit because fruit turns to sugar, right? We know this as human beings. And she told me I could feed them vegetables, but not fruit. So I have switched and now feed them cucumbers and celery, carrots and stuff like that. And I was feeding them strawberries and apples and watermelon and all that stuff. And she said, cut it out. So I did. All right. All the animals are let out this morning. So now usually what I do is go around and make sure everyone has fresh water. And the food, I only have to put out food once every couple of days because I have a big feeder that I use. And I do like it, but let me tell you about this feeder. Another important fact that I learned in Ohio when I went in April is that, you know, when you have chickens, rats, you know, come around. And that is very dangerous because what happens is when the rats use the bathroom and the chickens peck through the feed and eat the rat's poop, it can cause salmonella. And then what happens, we as humans consume the eggs and then it can give us that. So you do not want to have rats in your chicken coops. I've never owned a cat a day in my life. Never thought about owning a cat. I'm more of a dog person. Well, when Coco came around, you know, she adopted me. And then all of a sudden Cecil came around. So there was 2 cats that came and adopted me. The rats stopped. don't have a rat issue anymore. And I was so thankful that I got these cats. And both these cats were used to being outdoors. They're actually my neighbor's cats. And my neighbor is moving, and she told me I've gotten attached to Coco and Cecil. And I took them to the vet, and I had Coco fixed because Coco is a female, but Cecil obviously is a male. And so Cecil is getting fixed on Monday, but she told me that I could have the cats because they're moving. So now I own 2 cats. And if you've read my children's book, it's very confusing now when I read the children's book because they see 2 cats running around. We'll talk about that at another time. But ever since Coco and Cecil have come around, I can't tell you the last time I saw a rat. The moral to this story is, if you own chickens, you need a barn cat. You need at least 2 barn cats if you have multiple chickens like me. Now, I have 150 chickens, something like that. So I need 2 cats, but you need a cat. I found another feather that I want to show you. Isn't that pretty? That came from one of my chickens. But I think that is so cool how it's that color. So I'm saving all these feathers because I always look for projects to do with them because they're just too pretty just to not do anything with them. I do want to share with you a story about this little chick right here. Yesterday, I went out to the farm and this chick had wry neck terribly. And I went to the vet and he gave me an injection for selenium. My entire chicken career, people have told me to go get selenium and vitamin E from Tractor Supply. I have done that, and it takes like a week or even longer to get them better. And sometimes they never recover with that. This selenium injection, this chick is better, and she was terrible. She is better within a couple of hours. Today is Saturday. Normally, I am booked with tours, but today I took the day off. I needed a Saturday to run errands because there's a lot that I need to do. I wanted to go to the meat store. I wanted to go to Hobby Lobby, and I just needed a day to myself. And most weekends, it's just I'm packed with tours, and it's very seldom that I get a weekend to myself. In April of this year, when I went to Kalmbach, they surprised me and did a photo shoot. And I had no idea, but I found out that I was on the cover of their poultry guide brochure. So this brochure goes into feed stores, and it basically shows all the different products that they carry. And I was so shocked when they put me on the front cover. Well, in my education center that I'm building, I want to talk to kids about sometimes your goal is to be a dancer in the middle of New York or own your own dance studio, and then you find yourself focusing on that when God's plan was something totally different. So in the education center, I plan to teach kids about exploring opportunities for your career, and not just focusing on what you think that is best for you, but actually focusing on what God has planned for your life. Because I tell people all the time that I never imagined owning a farm, more or less a petting zoo, or being on social media and having a following. I never imagined that. But I have realized that God has this mission for me, and I hope to be diligent and follow through with what He's calling me to do. So in the education center, I'm putting all these accomplishments that have happened over the past couple of years. I got the opportunity of Fred Hunter, which is a meteorologist here in Alabama. He came and did a segment on my farm. And I was on the cover of the Coleman it's the Coleman co-op electric company. I was on the front of their magazine last year. And then I got the opportunity to be in the Coleman Daily magazine, and it was a 4 or 5 page article on me. I tell you about these accomplishments because, my goal was I didn't really know what my goal was in life. I mean, I love to dance, but I never really imagined going anywhere. And I like to tell kids and adults that come to my farm how this was never my plan, but show them how God works and show them that I've never advertised to anybody and how I've gotten into these magazines and so forth, and how God works in my life and how His plan is the ultimate. And so with these accomplishments that I'm going to be able to put in the education center, I'm going to be able to talk to kids just about that. Today is Sunday, and I had closed my farm today because Shayna, which is a girl that works with me, is getting married today, but she's not getting married till 4 o'clock. But I went ahead and closed my farm because I have a lot to do. And then I get a church that wants to come here at 9 o'clock to do church, and I couldn't say no. So they're coming at 9 o'clock, but also coming at 9 o'clock is a photographer to take pictures of her granddaughter with my animals. This is her 3rd birthday. So the past 3 years, she has come to Snead's Farmhouse every single birthday to take pictures. Birmingham Parent Magazine would like to feature Snead's Farmhouse on the cover, but they want my animals with the child because they are a parent magazine. So I'm hoping today, her grandmother is a photographer, so I'm hoping today that she snaps the perfect picture for Birmingham Parent Magazine. The wonderful couple that makes all my beautiful coops out here, I called them about that rabbit hutch, or that rabbit enclosure that I was telling you about, that I wanted to turn into a silky Bantam chicken coop. These are the plans. So over here in this coop, it looks like a country store with a front porch on it. And I envisioned elderly people that come to my farm that need to sit down. They have a place to see, and they can see my entire farm from the front porch. So that's this coop right here. Also, I envisioned this barn with my coop, and I envisioned the ducks roosting up under the barn and the chickens on top. So they created this coop. So down here, where there's nothing in front of it, are y'all ready? I've asked them to build a castle-like. Now, it's not going to be a coop. It's just going to be a front cover so that it looks like a castle. And then the kids can go into the castle to see my Bantam chickens. This couple is amazing at building and creating exactly what I want. So I'm really excited. And I don't know the cost yet, so I'm hoping that I can afford it. But it's something that I envision. I think about a castle. And so I think it's going to be really cool. They've kind of sketched what they want to do and has ran it across with me. And I think it's going to be really cool. So the little girl and her grandmother are supposed to be here at 9 o'clock. So I'm running around letting chickens out. But also the church is supposed to be here at 9 o'clock. And sometimes Judy overextends herself and I get myself in trouble, and this would be one of those days. So it's time to put on my big girl pants and multitask today. So I think that I can do this. The church has been here a couple of times before, so they know what to expect. So I'm not really worried about that per se, but I'll be able to get this. I can do this, right? I can do this. As I'm doing water this morning, I wanted to share with you a story that happened yesterday that was very touching to me. There is an organization here in Coleman. It's a center for people with mental health issues. And they reached out to me about coming to Snead's Farmhouse for a field trip. And I was thinking in my head, oh, this is going to be more than a field trip. This is going to be a relationship with Snead's Farmhouse. So I've never said this out loud. So this will be the first time I've ever said this on YouTube or Facebook or in the public eye. But I need to tell you my dream. My dream is to open my farms to people that need their Aunt Judy, such as group homes, sober living facilities, victim services for domestic violence for women and kids, also facilities for mental health. I want to offer free services here at Snead's Farmhouse. But let me tell you where I'm going with this. It's been a process to get to this point, because what I would like to do is just be open for tours when I can, like not be open for tours every single day, because if I do that, I'm not going to be able to cater to these group homes and so forth that need me and need a place to come that's uplifting and just a place for them to be themselves. So this is my goal. In the past 5 or 6 months, I've been able to grow my social media where I'm hoping that I can pay for all the feed here on the farm and my vet bills and so forth through social media, so that I can close my farm to the public and open it for those groups that actually need me and don't have the funds to come to places like this, schools that don't have the funds to be able to, or parents that don't have the funds to be able to bring their kids to a field trip. I want my farm to be free, but I can't do that until I get my social media built up so that it can pay for the farm itself, so that I can have these services for free. And this has been my goal for the past couple of months. I just never have said it out loud because I was scared, because I didn't know if I could make enough money off social media to be able to pay for all this. Part of being a nonprofit farm, that was my goal. My goal is to be free to these facilities that need me, like I said. But I have bills to pay, right? I have feed bills and hay and vet bills and all that comes along with having a farm. So I have to pay for the upkeep, also the education center that's coming up. So I have to get really business minded and figure out how to do this so that I can offer these free services. Because right now, everything is by donation. And although, you know, I like for the public to come to my farm, but it's not my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is to give back. And giving back is to offer these services that people that need them. So I want you to know that when you watch my videos and you comment, commenting is important, because it helps YouTube or Facebook show my videos when you comment. It is important for you to like and comment and share and watch my videos so you can help me accomplish this goal that I have for my farm. Lately, I have been getting a ton of gifts in the mail, and I'm so appreciative. And people ask me all the time, Judy, what do you need? And it's been hard for me to say what I need, because I can sell anything, but it's hard to ask or tell somebody what you need. But today I'm going to share that. In order to help me grow and help me get to the point where I can offer these free services to people, like things that I need is like Tractor Supply gift cards, that's huge. Donations are great, but I just, I just don't feel right with donations. I would rather you buy me feed or don't buy me feed, buy my animals feed. And I use Combach. And you purchase Combach off Chewy's. That's one place. So you can order a bag of feed off Chewy's and send it to me. That would be huge. A bag of feed is around $20, $23. But I don't want you to feel like that you have to do those type things. But if you're wanting to give to my farm, those would be great things to help me achieve these goals that I'm looking to achieve. I have an Amazon gift list, but I need to go back through it and kind of narrow things down, like medicine that I keep in my medicine cabinet. That would be huge. I appreciate all that you have been doing for my farm. I mean, every day I'm getting gifts, and I thank you so much. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I thank you for watching. If you can't give, I don't expect anybody to give anything. I want you, let me sit down for just a minute. I want you to listen to me. Just by watching my videos and commenting and liking and sharing, you are giving back to my farm. So I want you to know that.
Even if I try to leave, you still make me wanna stay. You ask me to believe in the words that you say, but I can't be strong if you can't move on. Don't you think we've had enough of the trauma you bring? Ain't you tired of thinking we can get through anything? 'Cause I can't move on if you can't be strong. But every time I hear you say my name, it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. We can run through fire and rain, but it always feels the same. And I'm waiting for a lifetime. So you say you wanna change, but lately
He's up on the ledge. All right, kids, you're gonna have to back up. Let Uncle Shane come in here and see what's going on. So the kids were collecting eggs.
I think over there. Don't come back.
All right, you see how you got a stick? So a snake will wrap around the stick. All right, who wants to take the snake home as a pet? Oh
You know what
goodness.
kind he is.
Can he get on ground?
You know there's good snakes and bad
So
snakes.
he's a chicken snake. So he's actually a good snake, other than he likes to steal eggs. So he'll be in there trying to
Will he? Can he get on the ground?
Is he poisonous? No. You know why he's not poisonous? Look at his head. His head look like a triangle. Don't get too close.
Mary, don't get too close. It can still
his
bite,
head-
even though it's not
yeah.
poison.
His head is kind of rounded on the front. If he's poisonous, it looks like a diamond. It's got a little sharp point to it.
It looks like he got eggs.
Yeah, he ain't got no eggs yet.
for a lifetime. Even if I try to leave, you still make me wanna stay.